One of the greatest gifts I inherited from my dad is the unapologetic determination to follow my curiosity no matter what. He taught me not to get caught up overthinking the details and to dream bigger than big. When I have a vision, he said to go after it and that the details will get taken care of one step at a time. We often sabotage our dreams because we stress about all the steps too early on. We think about what it takes to climb Mount Everest, and then the overwhelm stops us from even getting started. There is a Chinese proverb that teaches the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So, how do we take that practical leap and unapologetically chase after our dreams? Here are 3 powerful steps you can follow that will help you hear the voice of curiosity and run towards it rather than away from it. Number 1, the 3-minute rule. When you receive inspiration as a visitor into the fortress of your mind, you have approximately 3 minutes to respond to her before she finds a different suitor who will acknowledge her more quickly. I often find that I get these downloads of inspiration to start a new project, be it a course or to create a new healthy recipe, to start a new workout routine, whatever. The first thing I do is I take immediate action. If I want to start a new workout routine, I message a friend to be my accountability partner, or I immediately sign up for a course. If I want to create a course, I get in front of my computer and I begin brainstorming. Do whatever you need to do to take inspired action quickly, because if you wait to take action, inspiration won't wait for you. Number 2, don't get discouraged when you take that action, but the inspiration doesn't last. Inspiration is a gift, not a given. Creative source energy, or what I call God, will often pay you a visit and gift you with free inspiration. You didn't have to do anything to deserve it. You simply deserve it because you are divine and were made in the image of this creative force. This gift of inspiration comes in stages, and it'll feel really good at the beginning of any task or project. But after the initial stage of inspiration passes, you are left to conjure up your own willpower in order to maintain its momentum. We see this everywhere. Relationships feel really good at the beginning. The first 6 months are immersed in inspiration and creative flow. But then suddenly something changes. The person you were head over heels for seems to be a completely different person to the one you originally met. Or say you embark on a creative endeavor of writing a book, a novel, an essay, whatever. The first few pages seem to flow from your pen or keyboard effortlessly. Until one day, almost out of nowhere, it's as though a thief came and robbed you of your creative genius. Or if you have, like myself, experienced a spiritual awakening, one day you wake up and you realize that something must change. You can't keep living the same mundane life of waking up, going to work, seeing the same people who just gossip and talk about the same things day in and day out. You eat at the same restaurants, have the same mundane daily routine. Basically, you wake up to realize you've been living on a hamster wheel and you're no different from everyone else in the rat race. So, inspiration pays you a visit and gifts you with the most exquisite dose of spiritual awakening. If you follow the call, inspiration will guide you to the right teacher, course, guru, rabbi, mentor, whoever. You'll feel like you were reborn. You'll feel like you've won the spiritual lottery. Until one day, the initial phase of inspiration is ripped like a carpet from under your feet, and you find yourself in a situation where you've changed your entire life around. Maybe, like myself, you went to India and lived at an ashram, or went to Israel and studied at a seminary, or hiked up the Himalayas, or joined a completely new community of people. Everything in your life looks different. But the only thing that isn't present anymore is that initial inspiration that was once there. What happened? What happened to the couple who were madly in love? What happened to the creative writing genius? What happened to that spiritual awakening that felt so juicy at first? The answer is that inspiration is a gift, not a given, and it comes in stages. A great book that I recommend by Rabbi Akiva Tatz is called Living Inspired. He talks about this concept in detail. So your job is to sit back and enjoy the ride at the beginning. But once you've graduated to stage 2, you are now meant to conjure up all the strength you have to create that inspiration yourself. If you pass the test and you get to stage 3, you acquire what I call mission mastery. You get to own what's truly yours. This is when you become a master at your art. And as a result, you see your efforts truly pay off and things begin to manifest for you in the most miraculous ways. And number 3, be curious about your curiosity. What this means is to get out of your head and stay in your heart. Have you ever seen a child create artwork? They're not concerned with the outcome. They are simply so engrossed in the now of curiosity. They don't overthink too far ahead of themselves. They allow the curiosity itself to be their guide. Stay open, stay childlike, remain curious. The moment you become too serious and stop having fun with the task in front of you, the joy is taken from whatever it is you're doing and it becomes work. When people ask me, Ayelet, what do you do for work? My response is always, you mean, what do I do for fun? When you allow curiosity to be your guide, you maintain the childlike playfulness that's needed in order to keep things fun and maintain the momentum of inspiration. So there you have it. 3 powerful pointers to allow you to chase after your curiosity and live your most inspired life. So what are you waiting for? Go take inspired action now. Sharing is caring, so if you liked what you heard, pay it forward. Share this with a friend. And as always, happy manifesting.